Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at some of the items that we received in our P.O. Box opening that Dante and I recently did. Well, Dante didn't really help open anything, he just kept licking everything. We received this awesome package from Master Replicas Group filled with so many goodies. So a big thank you to them for sending this over. That was super nice of you. So today we're going to be taking a close look at some of the dinosaur items that were in there, specifically the Dinoramas. So Master Replicas Group offers dino enthusiasts these really awesome Dinorama sculptures. And each Dinorama is an artistic interpretation based on the latest scientific data, where paleo artists sculpt the master pattern for each Dinorama in the US, and each piece is hand cast and hand finished at the Master Replicas Group facility in Pennsylvania. Each piece is made of super strong, smooth on resin for durability. It can be handled with no concerns, but don't like throw it or anything. So the first piece we will be looking at is the sleeping Protoceratops. Protoceratops was a herbivorous ceratopsian native to Mongolia and China. They were actually ancestors to the larger horned dinosaurs such as the Triceratops and the Styracosaurus. Apparently, these Protoceratops were so common in the Cretaceous period that they have actually been dubbed the sheep of the Cretaceous period. They were approximately 6 feet long and distinguished by the prominent frill at the top of their head. The photos online really did not do it justice, especially the paint job. The paint job on this is actually really nice. It measures approximately 6 by 6 inches and a height of 1.75 inches and weighs approximately 1 pound. Great detailing in the rock. I really appreciate, the attention to detail in the small porous variations in the stone, and a good paint job on the stone too. And then we have this little guy here. Or well, girl, I'm not gonna assume it's gender, but it's generally said that if there's a little horn bump above the nose, it suggests that it's a male. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is maybe a male. The sculpt on this little guy is nice. To me, it looks like a juvenile Protoceratops, just the way, the beak looks and how it's not so much full grown and curved out, that beak. I don't know. I'm not a paleontologist. There is some level of detail. You can see this on the head with these little kind of tiny scales. Very nice folding too, with the wrinkles and the creases here. And here carved into the rock, I guess we have an artist's signature or something. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but there is definitely some nice variation with the greens here. There's kind of like a pea green, then we kind of have a darker forest green. I see some creams and little hints of yellow here and there, which is very nice, but I'm sucker for some color, so would have loved, some kind of splashes of vibrant paint on this, just because I'm so used to, kind of seeing all the really cool repaints of the Jurassic Park merchandise and whatnot. Next up, we have the sleeping Velociraptor. Velociraptor means swift seizure in Latin, and it lived approximately 75 to 71 million years ago during the latter part of the Cretaceous period, and it was actually discovered in Mongolia. In real life, the Velociraptor was roughly the size of a turkey, which is considerably smaller when compared to the 7-foot reptiles seen in Jurassic Park, which were actually based on members of the related genus Deinonychus. I realized that because of Jurassic Park, we really do associate velociraptors to look like this. I know that I will always see velociraptors in this featherless form, although we do know now that they certainly did sport feathers. So again, I'm really surprised at the level of detail and the paint job, because once again, the pictures online just really don't do the pieces justice. This Dinorama is approximately 5.5 by 3.5 inches, and we do have our little raptor here sleeping on this rock bed. So in terms of these two sculptures, I definitely like the natural curvature of this Protoceratops. It looks very natural, looks like it's alive and stuff. The Velociraptor to me looks kind of like it just got shot, It's not in its death pose by any means, but it kind of looks like it just died. So I kind of would like to see a little bit maybe more curvature, would have liked to maybe see the head kind of maybe curved this way or that way. But in terms of sculpting detail, because this is much smaller, than the Protoceratops, obviously this is not going to have, a high level of detail, the greatest paint job or anything like that, but it is kind of surprising to see that there is some nice variation within the colors of the browns here. Kind of have some oranges, some light brown, some dark brown here. Also within the folds here on the neck, we have some painting variation as well, but we do see those nice sickle claws here on each of the hind feet. Would have been nice to see maybe a little bit of feathering, at least at the top of the head, or maybe even on the end of the tail just to show a little more accuracy because we do know that they did have feathers. And the last dinorama that we're gonna take a look at is the Utahraptor Embryo. Definitely my favorite in the line that they have. So really excited to open this one up. So Utahraptor actually means Utah's predator or Utah's thief. Utahraptor fossil specimens date back to the early Cretaceous period and was about twice the length of Deinonychus, which, if you remember, were those dinosaurs used as references for the Jurassic Park Velociraptors. The largest described specimens were estimated to have reached up to 19 feet long and about 1,100 pounds in weight, comparable to that of a grizzly bear or a polar bear. This highly detailed piece shows the Utahraptor fully formed just prior to hatching. It is curled into a fetal position and nestled tightly against the yolk sac in its cutaway egg. This sculpture measures approximately 11.5 inches long by 5.5 inches wide. This piece looks so authentic, not only with that highly detailed sculpt job, but also that color. It's just a nice contrast between the two colors, you know, the egg and the inside. It looks like that amniotic new birth red color. It's really detailed. The folds and the creases look fantastic, and the dimpling, you know, these newborn scales, these dimples, and the head looks great, you know, that closed eye with those folds. It looks like it could just open up, you know, any moment and open its eye. I love that teeth feature here, very nice. We also have that signature sickle claw on the foot, which could actually reach up to 9.5 inches, which is crazy. Just rip things apart and just annihilate them. You know, we got the yolk sac, the blood vessels, great attention to detail in there, and I love that curled little tail, nice and prominent in the cutaway viewing window. I'm a really big fan of how they approached the cutaway style of the egg and showed some layers to the egg. You know, it's not just one layer with a hard kind of jagged crack in it. It seems like a natural break, a natural cutaway. I'm sure they did their research and stuff, because I see also on the other egg, the Titanosaur egg, they have some kind of patterning on there. So I'm sure they did their research and saw that maybe the egg of the Utahraptor was kind of smooth like this. I do appreciate that this dinorama is flat, you know, for easy displaying, but I think it would have been a nice added option to display this on either a wall or on a shelf or a cabinet, whatever have you, because it may not always be in an ideal position for viewing. So I think, you know, an indented hole at the base for a hidden kind of wall hook option would have been great, you know, if you want to have the option of hanging it on a wall, or even if it came with some sort of small plastic stand so it can be displayed, you know, on its side, kind of like this, or even maybe, who knows, right side up like that. Love the colors on this, love the sculpts, love the little attentions to detail, and by far this is my favorite piece. So Master Replicas Group is not confined to just dinoramas. They've done things like fossilized remains, claws, teeth, and whatnot. They've also done aerospace things in terms of space travel, moon landings, planets and whatnot, and they've also done a lot of sci-fi things. One thing of note is definitely their HAL 9000. So if you're interested in purchasing any of these products, or you just kind of want to check them out, I will leave a link in my description down below to Master Replicas Group. Just an FYI for you guys, the Protoceratops is $40 US. I believe that the Velociraptor is $25 US, and the Utahraptor Embryo is $50 US. I really think that the greatest bang for your buck is this Utahraptor Embryo. It's such a high level of detail, and I think it's just such a unique product. I really haven't seen anything like this before. And once again, a big thank you to Master Replicas Group. Absolutely love these pieces, especially this one. I will be doing another unboxing of their products. I have a Velociraptor claw and a Megalodon tooth as well, kind of replicas from their fossil line, so be on the lookout for that video. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.